Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome. It's time for the Gfinity Pro League. And we are live from the Gfinity Arena in London, England. Joining me here in the studio, though, Calvin Gunch, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, thanks, mate. Cheers.
He's actually serious.
Good, thank you. Yep.
Good, thanks, mate. Cheers. Calvin, so far, it's been a good set of games, right? I mean, you were on the panel yesterday. What have you been thinking?
Yeah, it has been a good set of games. We did see a steamroller from Epsilon yesterday when they won 6-0. Had Vitality 5-0 up in their game, and then they let it slip against Millennium 5-1. A little bit of a mark on the board, because I think they were fully expecting the 6-0 by the time they got to the end of that series. Our opening series was pretty good. Realised we saw him only had a little bit of a break when he walked out. He was fairly confident that he could close out that series and get a really good scoreline on the one. You can see they won the series 5-1, so he'll be very pleased with that.
He most certainly will. Like I said, we are now 5 games down. Only 3 games remain for the opening of the Pro League. And I think we've got a really good game coming up as well. This is Infused versus Gamers2 will be the next game we're looking at. And you know what? It's going to be a good game. Also, if you're at home, you can tweet in, tell us what you think. It's at Gfinity on Twitter. If you want to join in on anything like the YouTube to catch all the VODs, it's Gfinity TV. Instagram, Gfinity UK for some cool behind-the-scenes photos. And last of all, give us a like on Gfinity UK.
All right, so with Infused and Gamers2, I mean, we saw Gamers2 yesterday. They went up against Overgames. We overwhelmingly were in favour of Gamers2. And
yes, yeah, we were. We all decided it was Gamers2 with a better squad out of the 2 teams, right? As you can see there. However, they weren't. I'm just going to put this out there. They weren't the better team. Fun enough, Overgaming should have probably taken some of the entire game. And now we just saw Overgaming play a minute ago, and they lost to VWS, which, if you're going to go with Infused beat VWS, and they both drew yesterday, should mean Infused take the victory, right?
Well, I'm hoping that we see a different Gamers2 to what we saw yesterday, because they are renowned for being the best Spanish team. They got an invite to this tournament for a reason. Yesterday, I don't think we saw a true reflection of what they're actually like. They weren't getting pumped in the booth. They weren't finding much groove until the end of the match, and by then it was too late. They could only settle for a draw. But I think Infused will be too tough for them to beat Infused. Infused have been, their teamwork against VWS was really, really good. So I can see them taking a map or 2 maybe. So 4-2. You know, that's pushing it for me.
Do you think the fact they're one of the only teams in this event to have brought a coach will help them at all?
Yeah, an extra Manzo is helpful if he's talkative in game and really helping him through just strategy wise. It can be a big factor. But it's really important that the players in that team respect the coaches, and then they can actually take the feedback from him on board and take it constructively.
Well, I mean, that if you haven't seen that coach before, that's Axel. He's a Spanish caster, and could be part of the reason that yesterday they actually managed to mount a comeback. It was very, very interesting to see that after going as far down as they did, was it 3-1, I think? Yeah. They come all the way back and managed to tie the series up. So clearly there's some mental fortitude there. They're not too worried about losing. They still play for it. They are one of the more hyped teams as well. We've said this about both Spanish teams here this weekend. Very much momentum-based. Really will get hyped up on it. Their opposition, though, Infused, one of the favourites. Where would you stick them on the actual league at the end of the season? I have my thoughts, but I want to kind of gather what you two kind of predict first.
Third is
yeah, I'm in complete agreement here. This is where I think they're going to land as well. It does seem like they're going to be third. If you picked it up at the beginning without seeing them play, third best team. We were wondering about VWS being able to take them on. The only position I might see them drop is either Millennium or Hyper Games. I see them losing potentially one of those games just on the off chance that they don't play well that day.
No, they seem like a team that could have a phase where they lack concentration, and it could come back to bite them. And I can't see them being consistently good. Like yesterday, they were very consistent, and if they keep that up for the league, I can see them finishing third without a question. But these French teams, like a lot of the games against the French teams are massive. They're the ones that are going to decide third and fourth and fifth and sixth.
Yeah, it is, and it's also, I said the French games against most of the French teams will be massive because I feel like we're using them as a benchmark.
Yeah.
If you're below the French teams, then there's a very good chance you're going to be relegated. If you're above the French teams, you have a very good chance of qualifying.
Yeah, so if you beat the French teams, you're going to you're looking good, to be honest.
So yeah, that's going to be an interesting game we're going to see as the league develops here. Okay, let's talk about keys to victory with these 2 teams. Players we should be looking out for.
On the Infused side, I would say Quicker Than You. I mean, he has, ever since he stepped up in Ghosts with his first team, Lightning Pandas, he has put in so much.
Actually, it was TYT.
TYT, sorry, there, been corrected. Yeah, he has put in so many.
And it was Black Ops 2 as well. I'm just going to correct you again.
All right, thank you. Thank you for getting 2 up on me there. Nice. Well, he's put in so many hours into this game, and that trend has continued. And as you're saying, with in terms of like where they're going to place, finally, but below the 2 top teams, who we think Vitality and Epsilon. Yeah, I wouldn't put. We definitely would say Infused for top 3 purely because he's on. I would say he's on that team, and the amount of hours he puts in and the dedication to the game, it must rub off on the other 3 on his team, getting them online.
Oh, I mean, he quicker than you went to Sweden recently and become the Swedish champion. And from what I understand, he's travelled there, took 14.5 hours.
Wow.
Because of the way he went through bus and boat and train and all
That's
kinds
dedication,
of things. That is dedication. While we're speaking about quicker than you, I think we've got a little bit of time while he's getting in the lobby. I want to speak about him for another reason, is that he came from that YouTube background. He was a YouTuber, like you pointed out. And that team, when it first came in, was kind of regarded as a joke. It was very popular, but a lot of the pros were like, we're not going to give you any credit until you actually play. About a year later, a lot of pros were looking at quicker than you going, it's actually pretty good.
No,
he has actually adapted very, very well.
So nobody really knew him from TYT days, and obviously Shane got involved with the TYT brand and changed it to Lightning Pandas, right? So, and then like everyone looked at that team, and it was kind of like half and half good, half not so good. And the two players that were half good was Quicker Than You was in that. Shane was bigging him up. He was saying Quicker Than You is actually a good player. So a lot of people took him seriously. He went to a lot more events. He grew into the scene. He enjoyed it more. He played more. And now we see him playing for a top caliber team in Infused. And it's good to see. I'm happy to see him at the top. He's a genuinely nice person.
I think it's a great journey. It's a great kind of intro there. Yes, he was a kind of he jumped into it very early, and he was a bit of a comedy team or a gimmick team to begin with. Yeah. But he grinded. It was persevered. It's a very good story for amateurs coming up as well. Okay, well, let's have a little look actually at the leaderboard. So we can kind of check out where we are so far in this tournament. As you can see, right at the top, it's Epsilon Esports. So they're flawless 6-0 yesterday with 3 points as well. Vitality are just under them with a map difference of +4 because they was 5-1 yesterday and managed to win. Then Infused have actually stayed where they are, sorry. But you can see that, has that actually changed after that last game?
Yeah, VWS.
Yeah, there we go. VWS, that's what I was looking for. VWS have played 2, of course. So now they're in the top 4. Actually, you know what? That's, apart from the bottom of the table, because I expect that to flip, the bottom 4, that would not surprise me to be the top 4 standings.
Looks about right to me. I mean, even Matt Count as well, you know, it's a relative way, like VWS and Team Infused looking very close. But obviously, Team Infused are about to play now, so they're looking to get a good map advantage. But yeah, like you said, at the bottom of the half, it's literally just going to flip. Gamers2 and over gaming to go to the bottom, and then Millennium and Hyper Games to come around the 6th, 5th position. Yeah. Maybe push on for a 3rd or 4th spot, which depends on how they get on online.
It certainly does. I mean, the only difference you'd say maybe at the top of that table, the only change you could see is Vitality Epsilon, and I'm fairly certain that we're going to figure that out later today with whoever wins. But you know what? That's enough pre-show. That's enough speculation and guessing. Let's throw it over to our casters. I believe it's iHink and Marius.
Thank you very much, Brycey. Yes, absolutely. I'm joined here by NK. Next game is on our hand. We've got Team Infused versus Gamers2. And NK, let's talk a bit quickly about the teams. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, the analysts have mainly covered what I was going to say anyway, to be honest with you. But obviously, the player to watch for Infused has got to be quicker. But in this upcoming map, which is Detroit Hardpoint up first, if I'm not mistaken, player to watch for me would be Legend. Absolute beast with an AI yesterday when we casted him for G2 when they were up against Overgaming. Yeah. But I'm pretty interested to see how the last result is going to affect today's result as well, or this result, I should say, because Overgaming comprehensively beaten in the previous series. So now we're going to see Gamers2. Obviously, they had a draw between G2 and Overgaming, so it'll be interesting to see, you know, how G2 can step up because they weren't at their best yesterday, and if Infused cut out the mistakes that they made yesterday as well, this could be a little bit of a hammering, to be honest. Yeah, you know, I'm interested to see, you know, G2 had a very, very slow start against Overgaming yesterday, and that kind of really put them back, and, well, they went down 3-1. Yeah. Managed to bring it back to 3-3, you know, props to them, but, you know, nevertheless, they need to start strong. We're going to
quickly go through the maps. We're going to start off with Hardpoint Detroit. Switch over to S&D Solar, Uplink Comeback, S&D Detroit, Hardpoint Biolab, and to finish things off, also on Biolab Uplink. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting because obviously whoever wins this game could potentially end up in the top 4.
Yeah.
So you know, it's all to play for. And,
yeah. Well, this is the top 4 battle in my view because mainly for G2 though. If G2 do not win this game, I cannot see them finishing in that top 4 spot. And Infused, if they want to be taken seriously in this league and they want to be the dark horses that can potentially go on and win this, they need to win this series without a shadow of a doubt, because if they drop maps here, they have got no shot of winning this league outright in my view. So they need a comprehensive victory, but it's going to be very interesting to see if they can kind of live up to the hype, so to speak, because Infused is a very, very solid roster. With G2, they'll be looking to bounce back after a disappointing series yesterday. But I've got to say, the player to watch in my view, apart from Legend for this G2 side, is Inven. We casted him yesterday, and he was an absolute monster.
Right, let's get straight into it. We're on board with Legend right now, rocking the ASM1, throwing out those nades, and obviously this first hardpoint, definitely one of the toughest to get, well, as many points as you can. But look at that, G2 already with 4 down, and that's a great way to start things off.
Yeah, well, to pick up a Team 4-piece, you know, in the first 10 seconds, you don't see that all too often, and when you do, you can get some serious hill time. So G2 already a 10-0 lead after 30 seconds of this original hardpoint. But I have to say here, G2, I'm not really sure where they're spawning at the moment. They don't want to be in that garage spawn towards the last 20 seconds of this hill. They want to be on opposition spawn towards back caravans, solely because the spawns for green are heavily influenced by the end of this spawn here.
Yeah, and you predicted it. You said Legend is going to go off, and that is exactly what he's doing. 4-1 to kick things off here now. Pushing through the middle street, trying to lock down this right-hand side. Does have the support of his teammates now. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Nicely done. Does get naded, but nevertheless, you know, still G2 in the lead by 10 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the thing is you already said there's a lot of contest time on that mid-atlas, but the good thing about Detroit is none of the other hills are about contest time. You can get serious hill time on every single hard point after that mid-atlas, and as you can see, you know, it is currently being contested a little bit here in green, but it looks like G2 are going to lock it down as well, and this is a much better start from G2 than we saw yesterday, because yesterday, time and time again, in the opening few seconds of the map, they were just so sleepy, but it looks like they're here to play today, and they're already in a 20-second advantage.
Yep, absolutely, no shadow of a doubt there. Tojo 6 and 5 as well. All players on G2 going positive. Inven neutral, but you know, everyone's pulling their weight, and that's exactly what they need. Here on your screen we have Legend. Can he pick up another kill? Doesn't need to, because his teammates is going to do that for him. Does get shut down from Quicker with a nice 2-piece. Let's switch on board actually with the Infused lineup. They are behind, but you know, it's early days, and it's all to play for.
That was a big kill by Inven, and by the look of it, G2 have got the better spawns for this garage hardpoint. As you can see, Quicker is now trying to flip those spawns though, as they are just so crucial, particularly towards the end of this hill as well, because obviously the next hill is in yellow, and spawns are interlinked, as most of you guys watching will know. But Quicker currently locking down tools 7 and 5. He's got 4 caps to his name as well. Gets punched up there by Legend, but Melon, as you can see, he's spawning right out. So G2 got complete spawn control right now, and they are looking comfortable in this garage hill. But as soon as I say that, nice little 2-piece there from Infused, and they're back in control of this hill.
Yep, so Infused now trying to get those points on the board. Quicker, the only one in the hill, gets shut down by the nade of Methods. And yeah, G2 really showing off their skills this today, and let's jump on board with them actually.
Yep, so Legend, and you can see he is on the hill right now. Oh, absolute melts Quicker there, and he's going to tag up Melon as well. By the look of it, he's going to get a kill. Yes, he is, but JT does trade it up. This is where the spawn influence comes into effect. Inven is going to get scrap time, and he is using an AR, so he's going to try and influence those floors instantaneously. Let's just stay on board with him a second. He's going to be pushing in. He's just spotted Lewis on 18 wheelie. He's just spotted Quicker as well, jump over towards back yellow, but there's also a third player from Infused, so they are desperate to hold on to those spawns, which begs the question, what are the rest of G2 doing? It looks like they're actually trapped in green spawn, which is not where you want to be whatsoever. Big kill coming up right now, and Inven wins that gun battle, but traded up instantly, so Infused will maintain spawn control. Yeah,
and you touched on that point exactly. You know, spawns on a hard point is absolutely crucial. You know, you need to be winning those spawn kills to actually, you know, have the quicker route into the hard point. On your screen right now, Methods get shut down. Let's jump on board with Legend once again. Currently 10 and 11. You've got 2 players of Infused in the hard point. Can he make this kill? No, gets shut down, and few shaky shots there coming from him. Let's jump on board with Quicker. He's an absolute monster right now, taking down one after the other. Now, rotations are coming into play right now. G2 have already set up nicely here at the school area. One in pit. Quicker did call that out probably to his teammates. Going to have one here in contention. Does take him down. Oh, nearly gets a turn on Tojo.
Well, the thing is we said that Quicker was doing really well, but he's currently bottom for kills of the whole game, which is absolutely insane. You know, 10 and 11, you'd expect him to be dropping, you know, already about 15 kills of a player of his caliber. But JT now pushing through mid streets, just taken out though with the Legend with that nice little two-piece from distance with that submachine gun. Yeah. Quicker on the hill yet again though, so it looks like he's playing a very, very strict OBJ role in this game. He's got cover from Melon looking into pit, and it looks like G2 are spawning out in around Garage. So look at this hill time from Infused though. This was all locked up going into school hardpoint, and this is what I was saying at the start of this game. Every hardpoint after mid-Atlas, you can get some serious hill time, and it's now 122 to 82 in the space of one hill.
Oh my goodness, Quicker there with a great exo ability, and now score currently 127 to 82, and really this is a huge team performance coming from Infused. You know, it's not just Quicker pulling out his abilities, every single one of them, you know, pulling their weight, and really good stuff coming from them.
This is what we were talking about before we even went live. Looking at the team of four, so to speak, Infused have definitely got it because they are more of a unit, whereas you compare that to G2, they've just got very solid individuals, and they haven't quite clicked as of yet. Inven, absolute monster on hardpoint, top of his side again. Methods, we don't even need to go into Methods. He is a veteran. Same for Legend, and Tojo is a very, very strong player as well. But a team of four-wise, Team Infused all day long, and if they carry on going the way they are, then this is going to be a very, very simple hard point for them to close out, because the lead is now over 50 seconds with under 4.5 minutes left to play. Yeah.
So now let's actually stay on board with the G2 lineup. They've got two players here in the hard point. Can he get the second? No, gets shut down by Quicker. Now Quicker in the hard point, trying to get those points on the board. 4 minutes left to go, as you said earlier on, and yeah, Infused really running away with the with this hard point, or this first map.
Yeah, 100%. Quicker is on a 6 streak though, so we do need to make that very, very apparent. And let's see if he can push on and get this merciless. Can he go on a 10 kill streak? I mean, at this level, going on a 10 kill streak, even a 5 kill streak is insane. Oh, and he gets punched up there by Legend. So unlucky. But Inven on the rotation again, on that hill, 9 caps to his name already, and he is trying his best to keep his team alive. But Methods, also main slayer of the game, 24 kills. So between those two players, they're carrying at the moment, and Legend and Tojo in particular really needs to up his game on hardpoint. We saw that a lot yesterday. He really seemed to struggle on this game mode, but there's no doubting his ability as a player. He's just getting a little bit unlucky in my view. But Methods is now going to be pushing through this elbow area, and as you can see, he should pick up a kill on Lewis. He does. He's going to pick up a 2-piece here on Quick. He's going for the wallbang. He hits the wallbang. Wow, nicely done. And this should be hill broken, but only 17 seconds left of this hill, and it looks like G2 are going to need every single second if they want to stay in this game. Yeah, absolutely. Methods there, getting that 3-piece. Not enough though. Infused hanging on to that hard point, and they're extending their lead. 60-point differential between these two teams. On board with Melon. Can he get the kill? No. Gets shut down though. Doesn't matter because his teammates are there to support him. And yeah, G2 really need to try and get back into this. Otherwise, it's gonna it's gonna go towards Infused. As you were speaking, Tojo picked up a very, very big 2-piece on this Garage hardpoint, and because these two spawns are interlocked with regards to the next hardpoint, so Yellow and Garage, as I've already said earlier on, this could be G2's opportunity to get back into this game. And as you can see at the top of your screen, the deficit is starting to tumble down. It's all the way down to 40 seconds now, down from 70 seconds originally, or even 80 seconds at one point in green, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see, it looks like Infused have switched spawns. Tojo's going to need to go big, and he doesn't manage to do so. So Melon should pick up the rest of this hill time, although Inven, oh wow, how did he not get that kill? So Infused are looking to close out this Garage hardpoint. It looks like someone's even on the rotation already. It looks like Lewis, as you can see on the COD vision on your screen. JT also guarding the hardpoint. Oh wow, Tojo, another big 2-piece there. And this is much better from him. He's starting to get back into this. Yeah, NK, I've just got to point it out as well. JT having a very, very slow start is similar to Tojo. 13 and 27. He hasn't even got a kill in the last 2.5 minutes. It's you know, not a great way to start off. I mean, his teammates you know, are definitely performing well, but you know, if you want to place in the top 4 within this European Pro League, then you know, every single player has to do well. Yeah, well, that was a beautiful nade there from Lewis, and you're completely right. JT is the only thing keeping G2 in this game, in my view. 14 and 28, double neg after 8.5 minutes of play. So we definitely need to get a few more kills in the dying seconds. But as you can see, Infused currently in control of that yellow hard point, and Lewis is anchoring spawns as well on this 18-wheeler with that barrel. Looking into blue, he's just spotted Tojo. Should pick up a simple kill there. Is he going to pick the second kill? No, he's not. As the obviously
oh my goodness!
Oh wow! I thought he was going to get that turn on kill, but Melon Melon. Great covering from here. Deficit 30 seconds. G2 need to break this hill now and wrap up at least 10 seconds of scrap time. And that looks like, well, it looks like they're going to do that.
Yep, so G2 now getting 4 down from Infused. Infused actually making their way over to the next hard point. All they need to do is hang on to it for a few more seconds and then it should be in the bag. 49 seconds left to go. We do have a differential of 20 seconds. Yep. So,
but the deficit
G2,
is starting to
what can they do now?
Well, the deficit is still tumbling down, as I've already said, but Infused have just broken the hill. But Legend, oh, the kill gets traded up. JT is spawning way out, though, in and around Garage. So it looks like G2 do have better spawns in and around lockers, in my view. But JT pushing him right now. He needs to pick up this kill. He does pick up that kill. What a huge feat that is in the final 30 seconds. 4-man down from G2 at that stage. This is GG. That's map done and dusted. Infused will take a 1-0 lead in map number 1 of this Super 6 series for the Gfin EU Pro League.
Yep, absolutely. And we touched on it earlier on, or the analysts touched on it, the score or the scoreboard at the moment. Infused in 3rd place, taking the victory over VWS yesterday, and you know, starting off strong. They need it. They don't want to just place top 4. They actually want to go for the W.
Yeah.
So
well, the thing is G2 can take the positives out of that, because yesterday up against Overgaming in the hard point, it really wasn't much of a contest, to be honest with you. It was pretty simple wins for Overgaming, if my memory serves, particularly the first hard point, in honesty. But this one, they took Infused right down to the final hard point. They got unlucky at one stage, should have picked up a few clutch kills in the dying seconds. But regardless, G2 need to take the positives out of this. They've shown they can come back from a deficit before to get something out of the game, and they just need to do the same here. But Methods dropping a 40 bomb, you know, we keep seeing this from G2. Players dropping 40 bombs, but the team as a whole not utilizing the fact that they've got the kill advantage.
Yep, absolutely. Tojo really not having the best of games, 20 and 35. But here you go. On your screen, we've got JT. Needs to step things up as well. But nevertheless, you know, his teammates really pulled it out the bag. Melon, 39 and 34 as well, with 7 captures and 2 defense. And I'm really interested to see how they perform on this next map, which is going to be Solar S&D.
Yeah.
What's your prediction for that one?
Solar S&D. It's a really tough map to call. We've already seen in the first series that it can be pretty unpredictable, and I think it's all going to be down on how the rotation goes for each team. Now, what I mean by that, I should put that a little bit more clearly, is you can't just go with Solar and say, right, we're going to attack B-bomb every single time. You need to have that A-rotation ability, and that's, you know, both bombs. Oh, I'm not even making sense here. So basically, you need to rotate. That's the key thing here. If things don't go your way at the B site, you need to be able to rotate to the A site, and it's all about fluidity. So I'm not really sure which team's going to take it. I think G2 could cause an upset, bearing in mind the last time we casted them on S&D, they won 6-2, and it wasn't a close game whatsoever. It was pretty dominant. So if they can build off the positives, it could be a good game for G2. No, without a doubt. But if we touch on Infused, actually, you know, I want to go into detail with Quicker. You know, he actually attended the 2 DreamHack events, which was one was the Swedish one and also the Nordic DreamHack event. Placed first in the Swedish and also second, or came runner up in the Nordic one. Yep. Let's talk a bit about him. You know, he's just going off at the moment. Well, the thing is although Quicker has been a player which we've built up a hell of a lot, we also need to emphasize that on S&D as well, or just generally, Melon makes Quicker look so good sometimes. But we're seeing in this tournament in particular, it looks like they've kind of swapped roles a little bit, because Quicker is actually making Melon look even better. You know, and that's great to see. It shows a little bit of versatility between the teammates. And S&D, I think we spoke to G2 yesterday, and they said, Melon, S&D, we've got to find a counter. We've got to find a counter. And I really can't disagree with him. Melon's already dropped 39 kills in the hard point. He was main slayer for Infused. Melon is a player to watch in this S&D, but don't write off Quicker. We saw him in the DreamHack events. I think at one stage he dropped 15 kills on one of the S&Ds. I think it was in the semi-final, which is absolutely insane. So he can drop numbers, but Melon is the danger man that G2 have highlighted, and I think that we should probably go with their judgment here. Right, so map has loaded up, but it looks like we're going to have a restart as players not connecting. But anyway, I also want to touch on the fact, you know, that JT also, you know, very well-known player in the EU scene, team with people like PT and also Watson in the past. So you know, you can't really forget about him. You know, okay, he did have a slow start now, but I think really a standout player in that lineup. And the lineup itself, you know, together,
one to look out for the future?
The thing about JT is, even though last game we did say, look, you know, come on, son, you're going double neg and all that kind of stuff. If you looked at the defense column when it was on your screen, he had the most defense in the lobby.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
the fact that he had the least kills but the most defense goes to show the role which he was trying to do, and that was get in the hill at all times, win those crucial gun battles, and credit to him, he won more than anyone else in the lobby in the hill itself. So those hill breaks could be crucial, or could have been crucial why Infused won. Bearing in mind it did go down to the final hill, so although he didn't drop the most kills, he did drop the most defense, and in hardpoint, the defense column is so crucial as well, and I don't think it's highlighted enough how crucial the defense hill, but you know, we're going to see how JT performs in this S&D.
Right, one final thing as well. If you want to interact with us as well, you know, all you have to do is tweet out to Gfinity. Use the hashtag EUProLeague. You know, let us know what your predictions are for this series right now. Infused obviously 1-0 up, but we've got 5 more maps to come. Let us know what you think, and let's jump into it.
Yep, let's go.
Right, who do you want to go? Let's go on board with the attacking team. That's going to be Gamers2. Who do you want to go on board with?
I think we probably have to start with... Yeah, I tell you what, we'll start with Tojor. Tojor has got some stick recently with regards to his hardpoint game, mainly from me, to be fair. But Tojor yesterday, he had a fair few decent plays in the S&Ds yesterday that we casted. So I think Tojor may be one of the players to watch, to be honest with you. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a very strong S&D game and a slightly weaker respawn game, as long as you can compensate that. But as you can see, this is the rotation coming into effect. They pushed B site, they weren't confident, so their rotation was on point. And this is emphasizing my point even more so. Inven getting that bomb straight down, and Infused, they have been first-blooded, second-blooded now, but big trade there from Quicker. It's now 3v2, but bomb is down, so G2 in complete control right now.
So Quicker and Melon really need to think of what to do. Gets shut down, and Melon goes down as well. That's going to be GG. First round going to G2, very quick and dirty.
Yeah, well, G2, they had a game plan, and this is what I was saying before the game even started. You need to have a rotation in your pocket. It's as simple as that. If you push the B site, don't think that's going to be enough. You need to have a plan B, and that's exactly what they had. So very nicely done from G2, and we saw this in the last S&D we casted as well when Riot. They were utilizing both bomb sites, and this shows, you know, they've actually gone away and thought about their game plans, which is good to see.
Yeah. Also, I just want to let you know as well, you know, with the rotation, TCM, actually, one of the teams that used to do that quite a lot in Black Ops 2 and Ghosts, you know, they actually went for a bomb site, you know, actually let the other team know that they're there, and then they decided to rotate round to the other bomb site, which, you know, kind of confused teams sometimes. So
yeah, as you can see, Legend is currently left in a 1v3, and it's already done. Wow, much better play from Infused. I think this game, by the look of it, is going to be settled by which teams can actually hold their defense if this carries on. I mean, Melon went absolutely huge in that round. Looks like he got a 3-piece, currently 3-1, so nicely done from him. But now we're going to be moving back to G2, being on the offense side, and obviously it's all locked up at 1 apiece. So, you know, it looks like it's kind of going with the team attacking at the moment. And do you think we're en route to see a round 11 here already?
It really does look like it, and I think, you know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Sorry, there's nothing more I can really say. But let's see what Methods is up to here. Jumping up to top glass, does spot a player there. I'm gonna switch on the Oracle mode. Oops. And does get shut down whilst I do that. Now on board with JT. Does have the support of Lewis. Not quite sure why they're looking in the same direction, but they do have the feeling that G2 is going to be... Well, it's going to push over to B, but as I say that, now rotation once again coming into play. Inven already on the bomb site, getting the bomb down, has the support of his teammates. If you look at the minimap, the positioning here from G2, very good.
Yeah, next kill is absolutely huge, though. 3v2 currently. This could be a 1v3 or a 2v2, and Infused will definitely want 2v2. That's exactly what they got. Lewis cannot get traded here, though. Inven is locking down Pipe Room, as you can see, and it looks like Tojor is locking down mid-map as well. Very risky strategy on that front. Infused have only got 25 seconds left to get this defuse, and Lewis has just been tagged up on Yellow Cat here, and as you can see, Tojor keeps peeking that bomb site. Infused need to make a play there, but Inven sweeps up that kill on Lewis. Lewis,
my goodness,
wow.
JT! What has he just done? Oh my goodness, wow. Taking down Tojor and then straight away taking out Inven. What a clutch round there from JT. I mean, we touched on him from the hard point. Didn't have the best of games, but now just showing up.
Absolutely. And the thing is I think G2 made that a little bit too easy because both of them went to peak bomb like together as a unit, and they went, right, well, let's both check it. The fact that they did that actually gave them kind of an opportunity to, or gave JT the opportunity to actually pick up a very simple two-piece, and we saw that yesterday on Terrace S&D where teams were just gifting the other team's two pieces. That was the same there, so sloppy from G2, but JT going clutch, gets a 1v2, and it's now 2-1, and now we're back to offense. If Infused win this round, they're going to be 3-1 up, and it's going to be a 2-round advantage. Legend's just been first-blooded as well. Quicker is in and around this purple area, and it looks like he's going to try and lock down this A site, and the rotation is now coming in for Team Infused. And how many times have we said that already? 4 rounds in, the rotation is coming in. Yeah. And this is what's crucial about Solar.
But look at this player here now, Methods. Has he got the feeling? Whoop, oh my goodness. Wow. Nearly had a bit of COD timing there, but managed to take Lewis down. So 3v3, as I say that, 2 more players have gone down. 2v2 now. Methods and Inven versus JT and Melon. And look at this rotation once again. You know, going from B to A to B.
It's risk. The thing about this is, although I said rotation is key, you cannot do it too much. Yeah. This shows a little bit of indecisiveness, but it looks like they've made the wise decision here, so I'm just going to be quiet for a second, and Melon's going to get that bomb straight down. JT offering some cover, bottom smoke here, and, you know, Methods is running all the way around here from Pipe Room. And he's going to go for that nade. Oh, I think he missed that completely there, so it was a little bit of a fail, to be honest with you. But Inven as well, by the look of it, is pushing that bomb site straight away. But Melon's already taken him out. Is it? Oh, wow. That was also going to be another 1v2. But as you can see, Infused back-to-back rounds, and it's now a 2-round advantage. It's 3-1 in favor of Infused.
Right. So, Infused potentially 3 rounds away of taking this second map here in this Super 6 series. And, yeah, you know, Infused really is a full team effort. You know, there's not one player really that is having a bad map, but let's see what G2 do on this attacking round. Yep. Tojo though, he's got what, or you know, the word that you like to use is bagel, I think.
Yeah, he's dropping that bagel. He's got a bagel on 3 right now. And the thing about Tojo is it looks like he's having a little bit of a lack of confidence at the moment, but there's only 5 rounds in. We're only 5 rounds in, I should say, so he needs to pick up a kill. As soon as he's got the first one, he should have that monkey off his back, and he should be able to play a little bit more freely, because at the moment, I expect his teammates are going, come on, man, just pick up a few kills. And this is what Tojo needs to do now. There's gun battle coming up right now. If he pushes around this corner and looks towards rails, no, he's going to back off towards purple. And as you can see, he's going to peek towards yellow cat. And it looks like the bomb is going down right behind him from Inven. But Tojo needs to offer some cover here. Methods has just been spotted here. Oh, big trade, though. Oh, I should say big kill from Methods. He was lucky to even pick up that kill on GT.
I was just going to point out, you know, bit risky actually there, just jumping out. But Legend Tojo now last alive here for G2. Bomb is down. 35 seconds left to go. Tojo.
It is your time to shine, son. Tojo, bagel and 3. Come on, you've got this. 1v3. If he hits this, this place is going to go absolutely ballistic. So Tojo, he's just been spotted though, and he's just been taken out though. A little bit of a callous rush there in towards that bomb site, but I think he was running out of time anyway. So now 4-1 to Team Infused, and they are looking so comfortable right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, 2 more rounds to go for them. Looking very strong. And let's see. Let's actually have a look at G2 on the defensive side. I want to see, you know, where are the mistakes? Where are things going wrong?
Yeah, 100%. Because technically speaking, your defense should be, you know, fairly easy if you sit back with an AR or just a distance weapon generally.
Yeah,
but
correct.
It looks like they're really struggling here, and this is a rush from Tojo, and rushing straight, and he's going to back off. And as you can see on your screen now, the big minimap and gun battles are going down in around rails because Infused is pushing that A site. And look at this gun battle coming out right now. Melon has just been taken out Legend. This kill cannot be traded for G2 here. Tojo needs to back off right now. He is being tagged up. He is weak. And Methods has just been taken out. So it was traded up. So quicker. Big plays from him. It's now 3v3. G2 need this round or they are in a world of trouble right now. Tojo, can you get your first kill? Push into purple. Oh, and he's just been destroyed by Quicker. Bagel and 5 now. This is surely round done and dusted. But no, as soon as I say that, Lewis trades up the kill on Legend though, and it's now Inven. How's your luck, son? 1v2. We've already seen 1 from Infused. Can we see 1 from G2 as well?
Yep, so he's got all to play for here. Does spot the first player. Gets shut down, though, once again. And it just goes to show, Infused, when it comes to those 1v1 gunfights, it just seems that, you know, Infused has that edge over them. And I'm just going to have to put it out there. It's, you know, it's not, it's just because their gun skill is just better.
Well, to be honest with you, it's not just their gun skill. It's their
not that, just that. But
I'd say their intelligence, and they are showing, you know, with regards to their rotations, it's just completely on point at the moment. They know Infused know exactly when to get the bomb down, when to push a bomb site, when obviously the bomb's down against them as well. And as you can see, Quicker's going to switch classes here. He's going to use Overclock and Mute by the look of it. And he's going to be pushing straight in this yellow cut area. Very aggressive strategy. And wow, sloppy play there from Legend. Check your cuts, look left. But he didn't do so. And now Quicker's going on the full flank as well. So this is so aggressive from Infused, and Quicker in particular. He is on that Bloodthirsty. And he's going to peek into Pipe Room. Peep into Pipe Room. No, he's going to peek into Pipe Room, and yeah, this is very nicely 2v2.
So Lewis actually getting a kill for himself as well. Now Methods and Chojo left in a 2v2 situation against Quicker and Lewis. Bomb is getting planted. Easy kill for Quicker. He's going to say thank you very much. Now Lewis and Quicker against Tojo, 0-5. Is he gonna?
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Wow.
Have a kill, son. Quick. But that was Infused setting up nicely. So as soon as that kill was put into effect, or achieved, I should say, then it was ready to be traded, and that was 6-1. That wasn't even close. No. Lewis finishes on a Bloodthirsty, and the player we said to watch, well, you said to watch Quicker on this S&D. I said to Melon, so I guess I'll have to give you credit where it's due, because Quicker just went off 9-4, 6-1.
You can buy the beers later on,
yeah,
so
we'll
that's
do,
fine. Right, so there we go, 2-0 now. Infused are in front and looking very strong coming into this series. And next up, we do have Comeback Uplink, one of the fastest game modes, one of the smallest maps actually here on Advanced Warfare. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how these two teams adapt to each other. Your prediction? What do you think?
At the moment, I'm going to have to go with Infused. I think Quicker just showed ridiculous pace there on the S&D.
Yeah.
Comeback, as you've just said, is all about pace, and I think it's going to suit the game style of Lewis in particular with regards to Melon, even JT arguably. If JT can get a few of those reset kills, you know, Infused look too strong right now from what we've seen. However, G2, remember, yesterday they started a series against Overgaming so sloppily. They were just so fortunate to even pick up a map, as it was 3-1 at one stage. They were so fortunate to pick up a map. But with this, it looks like Infused are here. They're not ready to make mistakes like they did yesterday. They want to get the hot 6-0. And if they do get the 6-0, you have to say, do they become, you know, real title contenders here?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, obviously favourites for the EU Pro League is definitely Epsilon and TCM. God, Vitality. I apologise there, but you know, Infused. If they keep this up and actually really take that momentum into the games against Vitality and Epsilon. Who knows? Anything can happen. So yes, definitely stay tuned for those further matches. Also, to give you an update. Obviously, this weekend, 2 games of the 7 have been played. Then we're going to move on to the next weeks. Every week on the Wednesday, there will be more league matches coming up. And then after the 7 weeks or after the 6 weeks, we will have a decisive winner. Obviously, taking home the grand prize, £7,000. A nice little treat, and also qualifying for the Gfinity Summer Masters, which is going to be very, very interesting. Also, you know, having the North American teams coming over to the EU. Yeah.
The thing is before this game even started, we said this was a top 4 battle. This, realistically, for G2, if they don't win this game, they're going to really struggle to get into that T4. So the fact that Infused are winning so comfortably right now kind of goes to show the gap between the top 3, in my view. And until we see Infused against Vitality or Epsilon, we're going to kind of have to speculate on whether or not they're real title contenders. But this is supposed to be a top 4 battle. This was a game, you know, dubbed as that. Even before this kicked off, G2 coming into this were looking pretty solid in the Spanish scene. So yeah, I'm quite surprised that they're not putting up more of a fight. But with that being said, it's only map number 3 coming up, and Comeback Uplink will be prime opportunity for them to get back into this game. But the question is can they utilize their not kill whoring ability, but their overall prowess with regards to dropping kills? Because we see regular 40 bombs from this G2 side, but they don't utilize the kill. So if they can do that, this should be their map for the taking, to be honest with you. Yeah,
I mean, Gunchi really doing well in the predictions. You know, he said in his opinion, you know, he's got the 2 Spanish teams at the bottom. Yeah. And I'm going to have to give it to him. You know, really, he's spot on. But both Spanish teams, you know, really not having the best performances this weekend. Everyone knows they're capable of keeping up with the best European teams, but But I'm going to have to give it to the UKs. They're just really, really doing well this weekend. So here we go. It's going to be comeback uplink, guys. Just to give you an update, Infused obviously in the lead, 2-0. And let's see what G2 can do straight off the break.
Yeah, 100%. So Tojo is the man that needs a big game right now. Obviously, we don't want to roast him too much because, you know, you can bounce back at any stage. You can have a bit of a sloppy start, but you can, you know, put yourself together, I should say, and, you know, you can actually get back into this series. But Inven's just picked up a big two-piece there on that reset, but JT does trade it up, and JT is now on that drone. He's going to throw for the one-pointer. Oh, and he just falls short, though, but the drone is still in dangerous territory. So G2 already up against it, and they are possibly feeling the heat here.
I mean, you know, NK, the pressure coming from Infused is just so immense, you know, and G2 just can't handle it, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. That was a very wise reset there from Inven as he was on his own in around that green cafe. And, you know, that's a little bit of intelligence shown by Inven then. But Inven, you know, he can't do it all on his own. He will need some support. But as you can see, Tojo has had a great, you know, not a too bad start whatsoever. And it's even Legends and Methods which have had the slow start here. But Quick is now on that satellite drone. It looks like he's going to be pushing for that patio area. No, he's not. He's going to be backing towards that ACs. And is he going to go for the one-pointer here? Great covering there from Melon. This should be a very simple one-pointer for Quicker here. And he's going to back off towards in and around blue area. He is under fire here from Tojo. Tojo.
He didn't even see him.
Tojo, no. Wow. But he recovered so well. Last-ditch two-piece. That's what I'm talking about.
Lewis.
And it's still 0-0.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
Look at that. There we go. 2-0 in favor of Infused. Lewis is on an absolute tear right now. Picking up another kill is just crazy.
Yeah, 100%. But Lewis, I thought the drone was safe. I thought the reset had been played. But Lewis with that last-ditch two-piece there to actually put his team in the lead. But Melon
Look at this man.
Yeah, he's going on a terror right now. He is on that Bloodthirsty, and it looks like there's been another dunk just behind him from Melon. As long as Lewis is doing this, he's pretty much putting them into a spawn trap. Big gun battle coming up right now from Sandbag. Oh, and Tojo wins that gun battle. So this should remain 4-0, and it looks like Tojo could even go on the counter-attack here. 3 down for Team Infused. Where's the spawn going to come to effect? Can G2 get back into this game?
Yeah, so no. Lewis going to prevent Tojo from connecting the first few points. Inven, last alive, gets the kill on JT, but look at...
Oh, Tojo.
No, it has been intercepted, actually. Yeah. Tojo now with the drone going to throw it out wisely.
Oh, no, he's missed it. Oh, Tojo, he's missed it. This could be a dunk here. His teammates are going to have to bail him out. Oh, what a last-ditch kill that was from Methods again. How many times have we said that already? Last-ditch kills from both teams, but G2 doing just enough to hold on right now. This could be one hell of a counter-attack. This is one hell of a counter-attack. Yeah. Methods, take a bow. What a response that is. 2.5 minutes left of round 1. Bearing in mind, Infused are on good side right now. So the fact there's only 2 points in it, I tell you what, if it finishes like this on round 1, G2 will be so happy. But JT now going the aggression, pushing back patios. Is he going to go for the one-pointer, or is he going to go for another dunk? He's going for that one-pointer.
Wisely done there. Actually missed once again. These boys definitely need to have a look or try and practice their shots. But nevertheless, let's jump on board with Lewis. Does have the ball in hand, going to throw it out of bounds. Gets another kill on Methods, and it's very close. First 3 minutes.
Quicker's now on the drone again. Melon's just been taken out though, so it is currently 4v3, although that was a big trade there from JT. Looks like Quicker's going to go for that stun, and it looks like he's going to go for that one-pointer. Is he? Yeah, he should double jump. Easy one-pointer there. That should hit, and it does. 5-2 now. There's only 3 points in it though. As I said, Infused are on good side, so they will want a little bit more of an advantage. But Melon on the reset again. They are just lining up these one-pointers.
Wow. What
6-2. How easy though. G2 need to get on this reset. Methods is using an AR. Go top glass, get that glass control, and lock down reset. He's just picked up the first kill, so this is exactly what he's doing as we speak. He's going into glass. Oh, and he's just taken out from behind by Lewis with a simple two-piece there in and around that reset. And at the moment, Infused are just winning those gun battles in and around reset, where G2 just getting lucky. Wow. How is JT still alive right now? He's eating those bullets.
Believe what just happened there. Still alive, 2 down for G2, and this looks like it could be a nice little dunk.
Great pass, JT. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What have we just witnessed?
Are we going to see the first 10 points here of the weekend in the first half? They only need 2 more. Let's see. JT does have the satellite drone in hand. Goes through the one. Does it connect? No, it
doesn't. But the drone is in a dangerous position, and Melon is pushing in. Is he going to pick? If he picks up this two-piece, oh my goodness, no, he doesn't. Very unlucky there. But Lewis can get this two-piece.
Oh my God, there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 10-2. That's 10-2.
Easy.
Wow.
They're making it look easy.
This is absolutely ridiculous. And the thing is they are working as a team of 4. And it looks like the communication is absolutely on point. And even though we said about their one-pointers, they were missing a few one-pointers. Twice when they missed a one-pointer, it actually enabled them to go for dunks. So in fact, we have to ask ourselves, were they using that strategy of throwing the drone in a dangerous position because they were confident that they could pick up those last-ditch 2 pieces? And, you know, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. And they are completely dominant at the moment. However, we now move to the good side for G2. G2 will need to have one hell of a side, it has to be said. And, you know, it's possible, 100%, but they're going to need 4 dunks, and they're going to need at least 1 point in the first minute or so, in my view, if they are to realistically come back.
Yeah, I was going to ask you as well, what do you think G2 are doing wrong?
G2 at the moment, they're not picking up the big kills in and around reset. I said that a few minutes ago because, you know, we were watching Lewis and JT just win ridiculous gun battles in and around glass in particular. And because G2 aren't getting glass control and therefore reset control, they're not able to actually pick up many points. But as soon as I say that, Methods does pick up a very simple 1-pointer, and that is what I'm talking about. 1 minute in, 1 point, and this is what I'm saying. But Inven, oh, wow, he's just been taken out. 3 down for G2 here, and Legend is in trouble, and he's just been taken out as well. So Infused can get at least a 1-pointer here. He's going for it.
Oh, what? Oh! What was that?
Wow, that ball has just been snatched. That was absolutely amazing. Quicker though, now can go on the counter attack, but no, he's going to throw that ball straight out of play.
Tojo just slapped that player in the face, said thank you very much.
Wow, we called out Tojo, you know, in the previous 2 games, but he is having an unbelievable game thus far. He's done that twice now, if I'm not mistaken. 19-15, much better from him. 10-3 though, he needs to pick up some points alongside his G2 teammates 100%. Method's only player for G2 to even have a point on the board for his team, which is fine, but obviously you need him to get a few more points if you're just going for the 1-man attack strat, which is probably a little bit sloppy. But Melon also just picked up that drone there, and it looks like it's slowing down a little bit here.
Yeah.
Looks like both teams are a little bit knackered and they're just thinking, right, you know, Infused are trying to play a little bit defensive. They just want to close out this game. G2 playing, you know, pretty tactically at the moment because they know if they concede the next 2 pointers, it's not going to look good for them.
Well, see, the problem is that I think what G2 have got going, you know, they're just too careful. You know, they're thinking about way too much. They just need to do it. They just need to go into the, you know...
Wow, Tojo. Nice.
Into
Oh, no, he's not going to hit this.
Oh,
wow, unlucky. Very, very unlucky there from Tojo, but he's still starting to pick up big kills in and around reset, and this is what I was saying at the start of this round. If you pick up kills in and around reset, you're absolutely fine, to be honest with you, but I think they're also lacking Legend's slaying ability with regards to locking down glass in particular, although he is second slayer for G2 as we speak. He's just picked up a kill on glass as well, and obviously the drone is right in front of him. He's just been stunned, though, on not opting to use hardwired here, using glass press, and nothing wrong with that, but he's just been taken by Melon. Melon, oh, he should pick up this 2-piece, but as I said, it's still possible for G2 to get back into this.
Yeah, obviously it is, but I also had a chat with Methodist yesterday, and he did say uplink is really, really not their strongest game mode. I mean, you know, Infused, nevertheless, you know, they're just looking so good. It doesn't matter which game mode we're on. But yeah,
100%. Well, 3 down now for Team Infused. So Inven can at least get 1 pointer here. He should just go for the 1, although Lewis has just been taken out by Lewis, so they could go for the dunk, but they opt to go for the 1, which means there's only 3 dunks in it. 3 dunks in 90 seconds on comeback uplink. You can hit this. Inven also on that reset as well. He's been pushing back patios here. Is he going to go for the juke here? No, he's not. He's got cover from his teammate. Legend wins the first gun battle, and it looks like he's going to go for the 1-pointer here. Inven going for the 1-pointer, and it just connects there. 10-5. Over 60 seconds to go.
I don't agree with that play because he's only got 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. Okay, yeah, he does choose the safe way to go about things, but he could have easily hit that 2-pointer.
Yeah, well, they've just hit another 1-pointer here, so this is what I'm saying. G2 all over that reset right now, although Melon, that 2-piece has just flipped control on reset, and this means they can now go on the aggression, but it looks like they're not. They're still pinned in. 2 dunks in it, 50 seconds. Methods pushing through mid-map, and if Methods jumps over this wall and goes to the 1-pointer, he does! 3 points in it. 45 seconds left. Could this be a monumental comeback from G2 with over 30 seconds remaining?
Well, they have everything going towards them. Methods with the ball in hand. He needs to go for this 2-pointer. Does have the support. Can he get there? Oh, no.
Wow.
Unfortunately, goes down to the hands of Melon now. Melon going to throw it out wisely. 25 seconds left to go. I mean, it is still possible. They need a dunk and a throw.
Yeah, 100% Methods. I'd probably just go for the 1-pointer here. Just go for top ACs.
And that's it.
That's going to be GG. That's going to be map done and dusted, which means means Infused will guarantee themselves at least a point from this clash. 3-0 up, though.
Yeah.
We've seen G2 come back from 3-1 yesterday, but can they come back from 3-2? Looks like Inven gets another 1-pointer there. He reduces the scoreline on with regards to their deficit, and it finishes 10-8. So pretty interesting game there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Infused not putting 1 point on the board in the second half. Really came out strong. 10-2 first half.
Yeah, well,
you know, slacked a bit on the second side, but I mean, you know, obviously, yeah, the preferable.
Well, we were seeing 3 down, 4 down from G2 a fair amount, to be honest with you, but it looks like kind of Infused made a decision in their mind. Look, we don't really need to push this unnecessarily because there's always an inherent risk when you're on bad side. If you push into the opposition, if you push into the opposition spawn, I should say, then obviously if you drop that drone, opposition can counter-attack dirt side, and you know you're basically just potentially gifting them points. But they played it safe. They got away with it. If there was probably another 30 seconds added onto that game, it would have probably finished 10-10, to be honest with you. But Infused did enough. Great tactical discipline from them, and obviously now we move to map number 4.
Look at the stats as well. You know, Melon Lewis once again, 28, 23, 28, 20. You know, all-round good performances. Once again, you know, Methods not having the best of games. 0.78 KD ratio. I don't really, you know, you can't really say a lot against G2. I just find, you know, Infused is so strong, they just can't keep up.
The thing is one thing I do want to make very, very clear is Tojo had an absolute monster game there. You know, 28 to 25, he was main slayer for G2. It was absolutely brilliant stuff from him. But the difference is obviously Melon and Lewis both dropping 28 kills, whereas Tojo was the only player on 28 for G2. But what a hell of a game that was, and obviously we've got map number 4 coming up shortly.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're going to be back very, very shortly.
Wait, you're not on it? I'm on it. 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 Where are you at?
Pretty close. S&D total destruction. It's going to be Detroit S&D now, so I just think it's going to be a quick 6-0 really.
Well, Detroit S&D, obviously, I think we saw a little bit of a battering on Solar S&D on behalf of Infused towards G2. And, you know, what do you think G2 need to do differently on S&D here? Do you think we need to slow the pace down ever so slightly, or do you think they need to be more aggressive?
Yeah, I think that, you know, it's the lack of communication within the team, because there are no trade kills going down, and that's just because you said earlier on as well, you know, they've got great individual skill, but you know, it's not just that, they have to work as a team. So
100%. Well, as you can see, we are currently on board with Inven on defense side.
Let's jump on
G2,
board with the attacking. Sorry.
We'll swap to Melon.
Yeah.
As you can see, nades are coming in around elbow, and it looks like Melon just avoided that ever so slightly. Oracle mode is now on, and as you can see, Melon is tagged up here, but he does not want to get first blooded. And as you can see in the feed, Quicker did get that first kill on Legend. It's 4v3, and if I were Melon, I'd get this bomb straight down. You've got a man advantage. Do not dilly-dally, but it looks like he's kind of pushing into green. Quicker's already got that covered. Fall back. Get the bomb down in my view, but as you can see...
What is he doing?
They're kind of wasting a bit of time. They're all bunched up very, very closely, and, you know, they're just kind of wasting time. But as you can see, it looks like they're going to get away with it. Melon getting that bomb down, but look at this setup from Infused.
Yeah,
one back green, one side green, one in the garbage, or in elbow, and obviously one planting. Perfect setup from Infused.
Absolutely. Couldn't say it any better. Now it's up to G2 to show what they can do. Tojo here in hospital, trying to look and find where these Infused players are set up. Quicker picking down taking down Method, sorry, Tojo taking out Quicker, and JT also going down to the hands of Inven. So 2v2, and oh my goodness.
Wow, how important could that be right now? Inven needs to win this gun battle, but Melon's going to be playing to time. 14 seconds left, so Inven needs to make a decision. Is he going to go for this kill, or is he going for the defuse? He's going for the kill, but he's got 7 seconds left. He's going to sprint towards that bomb site. He's not going to get it, so it's going to be 1-0 to Infused. Yeah,
I mean, they played it perfectly. They played it really. They set up perfectly. They traded the kills, and then, I mean, you know, it didn't matter that they lost the fourth person at the end. You know,
100%.
It was enough for the round.
The setup was just on point. It's as simple as that, as you said, and they were communicating, and it looks like G2 weren't really communicating too much. They were kind of pushing things individually.
Yeah.
And although they did get the 4th kill, you know, Infused knew what they were doing. They had to play to time. That's exactly what they did.
And look, they can't even pick up the bomb.
Yeah, it looks like they don't really know which bomb site they're going to. And now they've decided that they're going to be pushing towards that B site. So the B push is coming to effect, but there is a player from Infused, aka Melon, who was pushing pit as well. But much more passive round, I should say, from G2 here. They're just kind of hanging around in garage. They're pretty happy here. They don't need to push it all too much. And you know, this is kind of what you said they had to do. Just slow the pace down, let Infuse come to you, and although it didn't work with the first kill, they're still in this round.
Yeah, but it seems like Infuse are countering every single strategy. Now G2 slowing things down, trying to play as a team, but Infuse are doing exactly the same. They're just setting themselves up in and around the bomb sites, and they're just able to pick up kill after kill, and that's exactly what they're doing. Kill feed is dominated by Infuse. Quicker and Lewis last alive up against Tojo. Let's see if he's going to check his corner's going to be...
Why is Tojo stood there? Why is he stood there? I'm not really sure.
Does spot one player?
He must have spotted them beforehand. Wow. He needs to back off towards the position he was in right there, though, you know, you were never really going to end well for him there. And the only explanation I've got is if he spotted a player before we saw him spot a player, if that makes sense. But yeah, being in that area, he was always vulnerable for attack from behind. But as you can see, Infused once again setting up nicely. They're covering each other at the moment. And, you know, Infused, they just look like tactically they're prepared. And G2... at the start of that round, they didn't even know what bomb site they were pushing by the look of it, but still plenty of time for G2 to get back into this. They won the previous S&D that we casted with regards to yesterday, in yesterday's series 6-2. It'll be a big ask for them to do it against Infused, but they've shown they do have some prowess on S&D, but they're just not showing it right now. Yeah, absolutely. So, on board with Quicker, does throw out that nade, will be challenged any second. No, actually, the player from G2 deciding to go back down the stairs. There will be a gunfight any second now. Does get tagged up. But this is great. Decides to retreat, but now Methods with the initiative kill there on Melon. So, Lewis... But that was great play there from G2. It all changed. I'm not sure what play it was. I think it was Methods. He saw a nade fly through into pit from garage. He called it out to his teammates. He didn't challenge it, and it enabled Methods to get first blood when he had a little bit more support. Quicker, but the thing is this has put Quicker in a position where he doesn't know whether or not to rotate, whether or not to push into school, because pushing into school, you know, you're going in potentially blind, and, you know, if there's someone head camping the bomb like we've got right now, it's not good. Oh, but Quicker, just too quick, to be honest, for Legend, and he should get this bomb down right now. Inven left in a 1v3. If he picks bomb right now, he should have first pick. And that's exactly what he's got. He's going to challenge straight away, though. He's just been tagged up in Locker's area. He's going to need to pick up a kill back in school, but he's going to play to time a little bit here. He's going to kind of delay it ever so slightly, and he's going to go for that juke with regards to make the opposition think you're pushing mid-street. But now he is in school. Looks like he's just been heard. He has been heard. Infused set up again, 3-0. Epsilon and Vitality, watch out for this Infused lineup. It looks like they're sending a statement right now to literally, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm really looking forward to the matches coming up in the next 5 weeks. Yeah. So anyway, 3-0 now for Infused, and yeah. Well, the thing is as you've just touched upon now, I mean, I put Infused down for my dark horse to win this league because this is the potential. Well, they've shown me their potential. They're showing it to everyone on stream right now. The fact that, you know, Quicker is 4-2, top of S&D again. Even Mela making some big plays with regards to getting the bomb down, you know, at the right time. But, you know, we kind of slayed him a little bit, saying, you know, why are you delaying it so much? But it enabled his teammates to get set up, and you know, Quicker's now left in a 1v3 as soon as we say that, or 1v4 even. So, you know, if you want any player, I like. Oh no! Oh no! I thought he was going to pick up a 2-piece there, but Quicker now in a 1v2, and he's still got 40 seconds left to get that defuse as well. He's going for that full rotation. Inven's just been spotted in mid-map. Inven should get taken out here in and around mid-atlas, but as you can see, he's going to try and play to time as much as possible. And it looks
ringing
like
around the rosies
well,
here.
Inven is doing enough right now. He's doing enough. He's keeping Quicker occupied, and that was a big round for G2. As we were talking about Infused, you know, potentially challenging, they do drop around, and G2 aren't out of this just yet.
No, absolutely. Inven played that perfectly. Well, taking advantage of the Exo ability there, and yeah, taking the kill in the last. You know, if I'm honest though, that his teammate could have supported him a bit earlier, but nevertheless, they won the round 3-1. They've got a long way to go, but that was a vital round.
Yeah, 100%. And Inven right now 6-2, so he's obviously triple pos, but obviously don't really think about KD too much in S&D or even at this level at all, to be fair. But obviously it's nice to have that triple KD or triple pos KD at this stage. But Quicker,
it's actually a double pos KD.
What, 6-2? No, it's
6-3.
No, I'm talking about Inven. He's now over. He's now over triple pos.
Sorry,
so
I thought you meant Quicker.
Quicker's just been picked off again, so now JT's left in a 1v3. So Infused starting to choke here, maybe?
I'm not sure. I think it's, you know, they might have just gone down a gear. Thought, you know, maybe a bit too overconfident. Yeah. JT got all the work cut out for him, but he's going to go down. G2 now, you know, picking up a bit of momentum. You know, you can see in the booth as well, throwing out those high fives. That's exactly what they need. You know, they need that hype. They need... you know, they need someone to take over that leadership role and tell them, come on, boys, we've still got 3 maps to go. It's not over yet. There's still a point in this game. So, you know...
The thing is they do have their coach just behind them, as you saw. Oh, no, they don't have their coach behind them right now. They did have their coach beforehand. I think he's actually in the bottom left corner, even. So he should be shouting out to his team, look, guys, you know, 3-0 on S&D. It's really not the end of the world. 4-0, 5-0. Well, now that's not as tasty. But as you can see, JT's already picked up a big 2-piece. But Tojor and Inven, mad rush there into green. You know, and this is what we were saying, or you were saying even before this game started. Slow it down a little bit, because if you play into Infused, you play into Infused. And if you do that, you really don't have much hope of winning the round. But as you can see, Methods is still up. He is using that sniper class, pistol secondary as well. And that was a big kill there from Legend. Next kill's a big one. And it looks like, oh, big pistol kill there from Methods. But they need to get away from each other, and that's exactly what they've done. So it's now 2v2.
Oh my goodness, Methods. What a shot. Now left in a 1v2. JT once again. Let's see what he can do. The bomb is going to go down any second now. Does pick up the first. Can he pick up the second? Yes, he can. Wow. JT saving that round. 4-2 now for Infused, and we've got to give it to them.
But this is another 1v2 from JT.
Yeah.
Honestly, Mr. 1v2 of this series all day long, as he is going big when it truly matters. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the ace as well. So he aced that round. All 4 kills there for JT. So he is really turning up the class in S&D. So he looks like one hell of an S&D player right now. But, you know, G2, they're still in this game. Although they didn't win that round, they did win back-to-back rounds. They can't let Infused go 5-2 up. They cannot let Infused get on 5 rounds, in my view, as then G2 are under inordinate pressure. As you can see, JT pushing through tools right now, but it looks like he is on his own. There's only one player offering some support, but it's going to be 2v2. One player in pit from G2, one player just in front of him in the form of Inven. And as you can see, JT's now made that rotation, so wise decision, as it looks like Melon did call it out, as Melon is on that head camp on ramp. So as you can see, a rotation coming in, and First Blood is so crucial.
If you look at JT's Exo abilities as well, using Dead Silence and also the trophy system, so he is the initial bomb planter. When he's going for that plant, he's going to put on that Exo ability trophy system to prevent any nades coming in. And looks like... Oh, no, he's just checking his corners. Is he going to go for the bomb plant? Yes, he is now. And he's actually not going to activate it, which is a bit strange. But anyway, all 4 players on both sides still alive, which is also a bit peculiar. But
yeah, 4 out after, you know, a minute of play in a round. You don't see that all too often. But these kills are just gonna, it's gonna be a domino effect. First 2 have come in, and don't expect that pace to lighten up at all. Gun battle's going down in hospital. Inven wins it, drops to the floor, and takes out Lewis. 2v3 now. Infused. Oh wow, Legend's just been taken out, and that's all 4 down from Infused. So G2 not allowing Infused to win back-to-back rounds. G2 still in this, and if they pick up this S&D, they're still in with a shot of finishing with at least a point after this series. But obviously, if they lose this map, they cannot get a single point from it.
So we're going to have to see. They need this attacking round. They, you know, they can't go down 5-3. I think it would just be a demoralizing kind of atmosphere there in the booth. And let's see. I think we're going to have to watch out for Inven. He is the man here for me. So does have the bomb in hand, 8 and 4, as you pointed out earlier on, double positive, and looks like we're going for the B1.
Yeah, 100%, and it looks like Inven playing this very, very sneakily, but he cannot peek into mid-street. How many times have we seen people being, you know, picked off with a sniper from someone in back caravans, but he's not going to peek it. And Tojo locking down pit. He's looking over towards green side. He didn't spot anyone there, so he's going to call out to his teammates saying, look, I can't see anyone outside, so maybe they've kind of flooded school. And I think this is starting to make Inven and G2 question whether or not they should make this B push, but it looks like they're going to stick to it. And this first blood is also crucial as well. Gun battle coming down in mid-Atlas right now, and it looks like Methods is so weak right now. He's got a pistol as well, so he knows he's not going to win a gun battle up against an ASM-1 from that distance. Lewis does pick up that second kill on the Legend, and it's now 2v3.
Yeah, absolutely. Methods. Also, interesting weapon choice. You know, I don't think he should always take out that sniper. It's not going to help his teammates when two of them go down. But anyway, Tojo last alive. 1v3 gets taken out. One more round for Infused to take the series 4-0.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not really sure why he was using that head glitch to look over towards green, although there is a bit of a clutch spot over in green side if you use a sniper, etc. You know, you really need to look towards lockers, because lockers is always the place to look when you're in school, because it just gets flooded so often. So I'm a bit surprised.
Yeah, I think because there was a gunfight on the middle of the street, he was just looking if there were any. I mean, he was in a sticky situation, whatever kind 100%. Of, from whatever perspective you look at it. But so anyway, let's see. Infused, let's jump on board with them. Attacking rounds. Melon with the bomb. It looks like a very fast A push. Melon here looking like a superhero running through this green building now.
There is a risk with the bomb carrier making such a rush, as he is right at the back. If he gets picked off and they spot exactly where the bomb is, it puts Infused in a terrible position, to be honest with you. But Melon now going to play his time a little bit, but he's now left in a 1v3, so it doesn't make a difference. He's going to be laying down in this tiny little bush here. Not going to offer him much camouflage, but Tojo just outside in around A-bomb. Gun battle coming out right now, and Tojo wins it. They're going to stay in this S&D, and it's now 5-4.
Yep, Tojo getting the better of JT there in that gunfight. They are definitely still in this. I mean, they do have a hard weight to pull. They are on the attacking round now.
Well, if you look at the kills on the right-hand side of your screen, G2 are actually outslaying on S&D.
Yeah,
which is a little bit weird, because if you outslay a team on S&D, you would expect to actually for that team to be winning. At the same time, you know, Quicker 7 kills, JT 7 kills, Melon and Lewis 5 kills. Then you compare that to Inven Tojo 8 kills, and then Methods Legend 6 kills. So it's pretty strange to see, you know, to say the least, but obviously this is the big round for G2. Inven's just been taken out though by JT after being weakened by that nade, and a nade is coming in from Tojo into green, should pick up a kill here, but Flak Jacket saves Infused there, and it's now 3v4.
Yep. So Tojo here on your screen trying to rotate round into the middle. There's going to be a player waiting for him in this corner. Such a nasty corner as well. Doesn't spot him, gets taken down. Methods and Legend last alive. Melon going off right now. Legend 1v4, not going to be able to do it.
1v4, he's running out of space. They're closing down all angles. Methods, how's your luck, son? How's your luck? It's not in good fortune whatsoever. 6-4 Infused to wrap up this series with regards to the 3 points. Now 4-0 in map count. So their map difference is going through the roof right now. But that being said, they did drop 2 maps yesterday to VWS. So they definitely need to make it up in this series. But they can't get sloppy here, because yesterday we saw Vitality took the final couple maps a little bit, you know, light-hearted, like, oh yeah, well, we've got the 3 points now, let's kind of doss around a little bit. And if you do that, that can be the difference between being a champion and being a runner-up. And obviously every team here wants to be in that #1 spot.
Obviously, absolutely. Right, so we've got the last 2 maps coming up for you. It's going to be, well, the next one is going to be Biolab on Hardpoint. And, you know, G2 really need to pick up their heads. You know, they can't get down on themselves. It's, you know, it's still crucial to take these 2 maps, as you said earlier on as well. Yeah, I know it's still very important. Obviously, for you that don't know, Infuse are going to take the full 3 points of this series, as they have taken the first 4 maps. And yeah, so it's looking good for them at the moment.
I'm currently looking at the screen, obviously, and you're looking at the players in the booths, and G2 they're not actually looking as deflated as yesterday. So it looks like having the coach in there, to hype him up a little bit is working to an extent. But obviously, they need to now translate that into maps because obviously it can be the difference for G2 with relegation at the moment. It looks like they will be one of the favourites to be relegated, which will be a bit of a shame. We want the Spanish teams competing for that top 4 spot. G2 were one of the favourites to get into that top 4 spot just behind Infused. But as I said at the start of this, if they lose this series, which they've just done, they're in for a right dogfight, to be honest with you. But now back-to-back Biolabs, if they're going to win any map, they really do need to win the hardpoint because just for momentum's sake, if you don't win one respawn, the chances are you're not going to win the next respawn as well because they're on the exact same map. It can just be demoralizing, and Team Infused are going to be looking for the 6-0. They smell blood.
They're just looking so hot. You've got to give it to them. So, I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. As I said earlier on, I think it's going to be a 6-0 for Infused, but. Let's see. I mean, G2 did perform pretty well though on Biolab yesterday. I think it was up. Was it up?
Yeah, 13-0 yesterday, and I was also on map number 6. So obviously we'll deal with that when that gets to map number 6. So it looks like one of their favoured maps because 13-0 overgaming a team which had been fairly dominant in that series goes to show a lot of strength from G2 on this particular map. But Biolab hardpoint, it's a whole new ballgame. And as you can see already on your screen, gun battles flying in left and right. And Quicker is currently in and around that hill. And if he has a game like he did last time alongside Melon, Melon was an absolute beast in the previous hardpoint. And as you can see, current score is now 15-0 already. They have got, I think it's around 20 seconds already out of 25, which is absolutely insane stuff from them. The pace is unreal. But G2 aren't even challenging the hill right now. They're just losing the gun battles on the outskirts.
Yep, look at this. Quicker on a 3-point streak. Wow. Make that 4. Oh my goodness. The awareness coming from Quicker Than You is just impeccable. And G2 just haven't got an answer. They taking the full 50 or maybe even 55 seconds of this hill. And what a great way to start off this hard point.
As you can see, G2 4-man rotation already. Look at this score on your screen right now. 53-0 after 60 seconds. My goodness, what a start that is from Infused. But as you can see, G2 did make that early rotation, or 4-man rotation, as I already said. So they need to equal that, in my view. They need to get at least 30 seconds, or at least 25 seconds, bare minimum, if they are to stay in the early stages of this game. 53-10 now, so it looks like they're making a little bit of a fight back. Inven, player to watch on hardpoint, absolute monster of a player. Not just OBJ-wise with regards to his caps and defense, but also his kills. I mean, the amount of time that he's pushing 40 kills, despite the fact he's constantly in that hill, goes to show he's got a lot of clutch about him with getting those crucial kills. But 57-22 now. Fight back could be on. Yep,
so Infused managed to break the hill, but G2 answering straight back with the, taking it down as well. Tojo here locking down the hill, but no one on it actually. They need to stay in the hill to get those points, picking up another kill on Quicker as well. Gonna be one more player challenging him. Does get those hit markers. Does not get the kill in the end. Unfortunately, JT showing his strength. And
that was still a very, very big hill for G2. 35 seconds out of a possible 60. They only gifted, I think it was about 7 points in favor of Infused. So much better hill from G2. And it looks like that 4-man early rotation was actually fairly successful. So they're still in this game, although they need to break blue hardpoint ASAP, as this is the crucial hardpoint, in my view, on Biolab. As once again, spawns are interlinked with regard to the next hardpoint on green plat. So it'll be interesting to see if G2 can lock down this hill now. They have broken it successfully. They are now reducing that deficit, and it looks like Tojo is watching backdoor. He needs a big hard point as well, and he's just picked up the first kill. He's going to pick up the second kill in and around this hill. No, he's not. JT picks up a 2-piece of his own, although Inven is there to trade, and he just kills himself by shooting one of those barrels. Oh no, that is awful. But as you can see, deficit is still tumbling down until obviously Quicker's just broken that hill, but Method's pushing in, and it looks like G2 are going to try and play for this scrap time. So 3 men just outside this hill, so risky strategy indeed.
Yep, so Quicker Than You actually holding it down right now. Going to have one more player going to challenge this hill, although it has rotated to the next one on top green.
I don't understand
what is Quicker doing. Does get the kill in the end. Bit confusing there, but anyway, 90 points to 65, 25-point differential between the two teams. Methods here just waiting on the hill. Does get the kill on Lewis, gets shut down immediately though from JT. And JT having a good game so far. Has got 3 captures to his name.
Yeah, 100%. Also 9 and 10, not too bad whatsoever. Legend needs to up his slaying a little bit. And it's quite surprising. Yesterday, Legend was main slayer for G2 alongside Inven, but looks like Legend struggled on hardpoint so far. But still 6 minutes left. Plenty of time for him to get back into this game, and that's who we're on board with right now. Jumping up to green player is going to try and push that time. He's being challenged though by 2 players. It looks like Infused just flooding hills, just trading kills, and as soon as that happens, you know, you don't really give the opposition much opportunity to come back into a game, but as you can see, Method's going to lock down the final 4 seconds, and now we head into mid-bio, and you know, this is going to be such a crucial hard point. Lots of contest time, 4 entry points. Yeah. Methods wins the first gun battle, and you know, if they win the majority of this hill, they could even take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. So, G2 in the control of this middle hard point. Methods needs to stay alive here. Picks up a nice 2-piece. Gonna have one more player challenging him. Is very, very weak. Can he stay alive? No, gets shut down by the Infused players. All 3 members from Infused are in the hard point right now. Gonna be one more. Can he make the kill?
Yeah, can JT get this?
Yes,
yeah,
he can.
He does, but it should get traded up as JT is so weak right now. But it looks like G2 have got Snow Spawn, which can be pretty beneficial when you're just flooding purple in particular. However, how is your setup, JT? Oh, it's not very good as he's just been taken out by Invent. Cheeky little 2-piece from him. Quickly just been taken down as well. So this scrap time, if it goes in favor of G2 for men in the hill right now, then this is a 20-second game if my maths is correct.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ton and me really didn't have the knowledge of maths yesterday, but you are absolutely correct. It's going to be 18 points just between these 2 teams, all to play for. JT picking up a nice assist there. Melon supporting him as well. JT doesn't really actually know where that player is.
He's firing left and right, just trying to pick up that kill.
Okay, he just used around about 80 million bullets. Can't get a kill apparently, but does pick up Tojo in the end. And Infused running away a little bit. I mean, it's still close, but you know, Infused still same kind of strong strength. You know,
the thing is obviously last time we were in this first hard point in around ring, I think it was 52 seconds out of a possible 60. It might have been 53 seconds actually out of a possible 60. And once again, their setup is absolutely on point here. They're not going to get 53 seconds this time because it was contested the first 15 seconds or so. But since then, they haven't dropped a second. So they're probably going to get about 45 points. Obviously, it's now a 50-second game, and you know, G2. They're just making it hard for themselves. Yeah,
absolutely. Going over to the next hill, G2 already rotated, but you know they can't always concentrate on the next hill. They do need to fight for these points. They haven't, you know, it's just playing a bit too careful. But anyway, Inven picking up a nice kill there on Melon and Lewis. Now, can they hold on to this? They need this hill. It's very crucial. We're in the last 3.5 minutes, and every map, as we said, is so crucial in this European Pro League.
Yeah. Well, the thing is G2, we said about Infused setting up very well on that ring hardpoint, but G2 also setting up very well on this bottom Eskies hardpoint as well. And Tojo in and around the hill right now needs to pick up this kill. Wow!
JT is a magician.
Wow, smashes through that window, absolutely destroys G2 there. And as you can see, deficit is now at 45 seconds. So, you know, G2 running out of time here. They should get this scrap time, and then it should be a 30-second game. But they need to lock down blue. This is the crucial hard point on Biolab, in my view. Yep. They need to be play big here. They need to get in that awkward corner on top boxes. And if they do that, and if they got a couple more players just offering support in and around back door, they should have this hill locked down. But as soon as I say that, Melon, the danger man for Infused on hard point in this series, 27 and 22. He's just there yet.
He's just having this. Look at that. Oh my goodness. He is having the series of a lifetime right now. Just playing extraordinarily well. And yeah, Infused looking so good. 60 points left to hit that 250 mark. Legend and Tojo, can he? Oh no.
But big feed there from G2, 4-man down for Infused. And now if they can lock down the final 30 seconds, then obviously it makes for a much more interesting game. There'll be 20 seconds in it going into green plat hardpoint. And green plat hardpoint is particularly difficult to lock down on occasions unless you've got a very strong AR player. And to be fair, Methods is doing well. So AR versus AR, you know, Methods may have the slight advantage. But Legend is currently on a bloodthirsty as we speak. He's locking down blue. He's now on a 6-kill streak here. Tojo also locking down that hill. And it looks like the rotation is about to come into effect. And as I said, it's just over a 20-second game here, and it looks like G2 on the rotation as well, in my view.
They are picking up very, very vital kills, and they are in control of this hard point. You know, NK, we might be in for a very, very close game.
Yeah, well, G2, 2 streak from Tojo, 4 streak from Inven, 6 streak from Legend. Every single player on some sort of streak, or the Methods is only on a 1. But look at this slaying power come to life. Legend is now on a 7 streak, 8 streak, and finally taken out. But Tojo does trade that kill up. Needs a second kill, though, although Inven does offer some cover.
And look at that.
All of a sudden, look at the score.
Tables have changed.
Look
the
at
tables have changed.
Yeah.
G2 are now in the lead by 10 points. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. Does get shut down. Nevertheless, though, there's still 20 seconds to go. You know, they can pull it out of the bag here. Lewis with a nice 2-piece, though. Infused are going to take this last 13 seconds, so it's going to be, what is it going to be? 4-point game. But it's going to come to this last hill.
G2 do have beneficial spawns with regards to the next hard point in Bio, and it looks like JT is going to try and influence that, and Quicket is also trying to influence that, and it looks like they have been relatively successful.
Oh my
so this could go down to the final few seconds. 9 seconds in it, 43 seconds left to play. This could go either way. G2, they cannot choke this. They need this map for their map difference alone, as it could be so crucial in the fight against relegation. JT pushing in, picks up the first kill, but does get unlucky with the second. Lewis is going to be trying to push in as well. 22 seconds in it, 27 seconds remaining.
And
this
that
looks
is GG.
Yeah, that's G2. They pick up a map against Infused, and this is what I'm saying, like, they can just clutch up out of nowhere. They've been playing fairly averagely, to be honest with you, throughout this series. All of a sudden, they go so big on the final 3 hard points of Biolab, and they pick up a map against a very strong Infused, but
absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm really, really impressed how G2 really have performed in this. You know, they didn't get themselves down. They said, come on, we really need these 2 last maps. I said it before, though, as well. You know, Biolab, I have the feeling that G2 are very, very comfortable on that map. So, you know, that might have gone in their favor. But nevertheless, they do take at least 1 map. We've got 1 last map here in this series. It's going to be on Biolab as well. It's going to be Uplink, and it's going to be a great game.
But realistically, you know, speaking from an Infused perspective here, if you want to actually go out and be champions of this league, your map difference is going to be important because there's only 7 games that you play. This is obviously the second game that they're playing right now, so only 5 games left after this. And if you're trying to compete with the likes of Epsilon and Vitality, you need to be near on perfect. They dropped 2 maps yesterday, and it looks like they could even drop 2 maps today. And this kind of shows a little bit of a lack of discipline on their behalf. You know, having the mental fortitude, just go, right, let's 6-0 these guys. Epsilon yesterday did it comfortably. They were like, right, 6-0. Job done. Vitality yesterday got a little bit lazy on the final map, 5-1. However, once again from Team Infused, we could see a 4-2, and their map difference is starting to look a little bit inferior, to say the least, compared to the top 2 teams.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, you know, I think it wasn't really down to Infused not playing at their full capacity. I think really G2 just stepped up and, you know, said, right, we're not going out 6-0. We want to at least put up a good fight, and they just did exactly that. You know, Tojo with 31-29 kills. I mean, you know, kill death ratio on both sides pretty even, but I just have the feeling that G2 really, with the rotations, they had the good spawns throughout the majority of that hard point, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Uplink now. They definitely need it.
Well, as we saw the defense column a second ago on your screen, and, you know, I'm just going to highlight JT. JT, obviously, 21 and 29. He was bottom of kills for that game overall, but last time his defends were through the roof. They were, you know, 5 defends, most in the lobby. However, now G2, 6 defends and 5 defends from Tojo and Inven, respectively. So they went so big on defense in that game. So G2 did deserve to go out victorious there, but it was a little bit of a choke from Infused, in my view. They've shown that they're very, very strong on respawn and even S&D in this series. And, you know, I think it is a bit of a map dropped rather than a map, you know, it's hard to explain, but Infused really should have won that, in my view. They just choked it on the final 3 hills.
Yeah, I mean, they were up by 50 points. You got to put it into that perspective. Like, first 4 minutes, they were dominating 50 points. Was it even 60? I can't even remember now. But nevertheless, you know, they had an outstanding lead. But it is over now, done and dusted. 4-1 is the current score here in this Super 6 series. We have 1 more map to go. Biolab Uplink. The map is loading up, and what do you think? Do you think think the G2 are going to take it, or is it going to be Infused with the 5-1?
As I said before, that hard point even went. If G2 won that, they would build on the momentum, and they've already shown on Uplink on Biolab that they are a very, very savvy side. 13-0 against Overgaming yesterday. I think that's probably the largest scoreline we've seen this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, on Uplink. So we know that they're comfortable on this map. We know that they like playing this map. However, Infused, this is more of a, this is if we see if they can be champions, in my view. If they can close out this map, if they can take the series 5-1 and then take out the likes of Vitality and Epsilon when they play them later on in the season, they could be champions. But they cannot drop another map, in my view. If you want to be champion in this league, you cannot make silly mistakes and drop silly maps, in my view. But, you know, Tojo now pushing into a bottom purple, and it looks like he's just been tagged up there. He's trying to get around, a few kills in and around that reset.
I don't know what he's doing. He's, let's jump on to someone else quickly. Right, Methods here, top blue. Can he pick up the kill? Yes, he can. Going to drop down, but gets shut down, unfortunately, there by Lewis with a nice headshot. Lewis really, really waiting it out patiently. You know, he's going to wait for his teammates to push up with him. Melon now taking the satellite drone. Does have the support, but
should be a 1
G2 answering back as well. 3 kills, consecutive kills, and now the drone actually out of. Is it out of?
No, it's just
sorry.
blue.
Yeah, correct. So Inven now taking it into his hands. Does have the support of his teammates as well. Is he going to throw it over to the portal, or is he going to keep it? We're just going to have to wait and see. Still, I mean, let's jump on board with a bit more action. Tojo here with the ASM1 pushing through this Biolab area.
It's a very
shut
passive,
down as well.
It's a passive time of the game right now. I mean, Enven has been on top purple for about 30 seconds, just kind of walking around with that drone, but he's finally just been taken out by the look of it. Methods offering some covering fire with that assault rifle. He's currently on a 2-streak. Picks up the 3rd kill there. Very nicely done from him. He's now going to be pushing into that drone. He needs to pick it up right now, though, or it's going to be reset, and he does pick it up, pushing into Hut. And as you can see, Yellow is not down, so he's not going to have the cover of an extra building yet. So he's going to have to play aggressively here. He's not using Blast Suppressor, so he goes for the 1-pointer and just misses out, so that drone should reset, if I'm not mistaken, unless it's just bounced back in. It has bounced back in, so Infused still not out of the woods yet, but now they can go on the counter-attack. Now they can push through outskirts of green, but big kill there from Legend.
Absolutely, most definitely is, and he's going to jump off the map as well, so the ball will be reset, and Infused, unluckily, not being able to connect that into anything positive. So, Lewis here on your screen, holding down this middle area. He's going to spot a player any second now. Can he get the kill? Does let him slip, but Melon's there as well to support him. Gets shut down by Inven, and it's going back and forth here, NK.
Yeah, 100%. Tojo is currently Breadstick in 6, and JT also Breadstick in 5, so those two players really do need to step it up in my view, but there's still plenty of time left, so I'm 100% sure that they will do that. But as you can see, the aggression coming in from Methods, launching that drone to the back of that Team Infused base, and as you can see,
wow,
Lewis, last-ditch kill there. But Lewis can now go on the counter-attack, or is Quicker going to counter-attack? No, he's not. He's going to jump straight off the map. He's going to sui off the side, and as you can see, 2 minutes left. However, we need to mention something here, and that is the fact that Infused are actually on the good side. If they do not go into the bad side with a lead, they could be in trouble, in my view.
Right, yeah, no, I agree with you there totally, and I have to say it, you know, it's JT once again not having the best of games, 2 and 7. You know, his teammates, they're putting up some numbers, but you know, it's still early days. 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go. Let's see if Infused can pull out a nice team push here. Looks like Quicker's going to grab that ball. Does have the support as well. Tojo taking down JT though. Is he going to go for the 1, or is he going to go for the ambitious 2? It looks like
ambitious 2.
Yeah.
Nicely
there we
done.
There we go.
If he picks up the skills. Oh, Quicker! Wow, what a 2-piece that was. Oh, is he going to get 3 kills? No, he's not. Wow. How the hell did he get that kill there? That was absolutely ridiculous. How did he even get the 2nd kill? I don't even understand how he even got that play. I thought he was going to be lucky to get 1 point, but he got the dunk and a 2-piece after, and he does give reset control to his teammates, as it does force the respawn delay for G2, but Infused couldn't make the most of it there, and as you can see, Legend is on that drone currently.
Yep, let's jump on board with G2, see if they can make anything about this. Doesn't have a lot of support. Methods though, getting a kill, gets shut down there unfortunately by Melon. Tojo though, answering straight back with a kill on Melon. Now, G2 don't have a lot of time left. It looks like
Yellow is down. Yellow is down. The pass is coming to play.
Yeah, and this is going to be a dunk.
Yeah, this is a dunk all day long. And
well,
no. quicker. He needs to pick up his... Oh, no, it gets traded. This should be 2-2.
Yeah, it's going to be 2-2. So there we go. 35 seconds left here on this first half. We will have another 5 minutes afterwards, and it's, you know, it's still potential though for another point or two.
Yeah, 100%. Well, 25 seconds left. Obviously, it's called the good side for a reason for Infused, because obviously you can get so many one-pointers just to say the least. So, well, the thing is, his Inven's just snatched that drone, so it looks like he's going to take that possibility away from Infused. But Yellow down just offers so many more possibilities in my view. But as you can see, drone is now trapped on top of Yellow, which means this round is going to finish 2-2, and G2 are going to be going into the second half very, very happy. Yep,
absolutely. So, 5 more minutes left here in this Super 6 series. This is the day 2 of the European Pro League. Infused already guaranteed the 3 points, but, you know, G2 still need these 2 maps. You know, you can't forget that these 2 maps might decide if they get relegated at the end of the season or not. So they are doing absolutely everything they can to take it. And yeah, we're just going to have to see what happens.
100%. Well, obviously, as I said, G2 can be very, very happy going into round 2, obviously being on that better side now. And, you know, if you just look at the kills on the right-hand side of your screen, you know, it looks fairly balanced apart from when you get towards the bottom of that Infused team. So, obviously, 6 and 13 from JT, and obviously 9 and 9 from Lewis. I mean, Lewis usually, you know, although it's a fairly solid score, Lewis usually does drop more kills than he than has death. So interesting to see how he's going to finish off this map, but Melon's going to be pushing straight through Orange Tunnel. Risky strategy, and now 3 down for Infused. So the counter-attack could be on here for G2, and it looks like Inven has now snatched that drone. Be pushing through outskirts of green, and Tojo has just traded up that kill on Quicker. This should be a pass, and this should be a dunk. No, it's not. He's going to go for a dunk himself, and just hits it. 4-2 in favor of G2.
Very, very well played there by G2. All teammates picking up those crucial kills, and Inven had an easy run there into the portal. So, taking the lead here, 2 points, and Legend trying to grab that ball, does have the support of his teammate, gets shut down there, unfortunately. And let's jump on board quicker.
Hit this 1-pointer though. If he jumps up on top, no, he's not going to jump on top Crane. He's actually going to jump into blue. So he's going to smash that window there, and Quicker does pick up the kill on Tojo. So it looks like Inven's going to back off, but he's not going to be quick enough there. So 1 up for G2, 4 up for Infused. Let's see if they can make the most of this numerical advantage. But as you can see, G2 have now spawned back in. JT pushing into her with the support of Melon with that drone. Big kill there from Legend. And as you can see, looks like Quicker's going to slow the pace down ever so slightly, wait for his teammates to get around him. Big kill there. He needs to pick up 1 more in my view, but he doesn't. However, can Melon offer some fire here? Covering fire here.
Yep, so Melon getting tagged up as well. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. G2 doing it, you know, everything right here, but Method's actually failing that throw.
What? What are you doing?
Oh, wow. Okay. That was lucky. That was lucky.
Is it gone out? No, it's still in.
It's
still in. No! Methods, what are you doing? Methods, what are you doing? This is surely going to be a dunk here. Infused.
No!
Wow, another last-ditch kill. What is happening in this game? Inven is offering some fire over that drone. Can he get this drone out? Yes, he's finally going to get it out. What have we just seen here? Mistake after mistake. Oh my, what a last-ditch kill though that was from G2.
Absolutely. And Infused here taking down a few players from G2. Melon does have the satellite drone in hand. Will have a player here. Gonna get shut down by his teammate. Now, G2 setting themselves up.
Big kill. If he snatches this drone, he's going to have some extra health as well. Tojo's the only player that can stop this, although it looks like there is a player on top. Eski's just jumped down into mid Eski, so, but he needs to be quick here. Melon needs to slide past. Oh, very unlucky there. Tojo does pick up that kill. Quicker has made a very aggressive play, though, through Orange. If he picks up this kill here, this could be 4-4, but it looks like the drone was thrown out by Tojo just in time. Infused need a dunk here to take this to overtime at the very least, but they're running out of time. 2 minutes remaining.
G2 really doing absolutely everything they can just to get that ball out of bounds. I mean, that's all we're really seeing at the moment. Infused putting a lot of pressure on them, but, you know, they are still in the lead, G2.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, Lewis is now on the drone, as you can see, and Melon trying to offer some AR fire. But, oh, wow, he's just...
does get shut down anyway, but yeah, that was pretty nice.
It's just a few too many mistakes creeping in for both teams at the moment. And as you can see, the score is 4-2. And, you know, I'm quite surprised that we haven't even seen more points with the mistakes that we've seen. But regardless, Tojo going for that 1 point. And now it looks like JT's going for the interception. And it looks like... I think that ball just actually missed and went out for the reset completely, so that must have been well far to the left. But, you know, regardless, JT now pushing back towards top. Crane is going to offer some AR fire over that reset. We've seen that quite a lot from these two teams. A lot of them using bows, not too many using subs, although we will jump on with Melon here, and he's just been taken out by Methods again. So Methods looks like he's going to work right now. He tends to just post up on top Crane or top blue and just offers that AR fire, and at the moment he's just picking up those important kills. Yeah,
absolutely. And but we've seen it time and time again, you know, especially in the final few seconds, teams actually bringing it back. So can this be the comeback from Infused? JT does have the ball and the support of his teammates. Is it going to be the juke?
The juke is real. The juke is real. Oh, this is going to be a dunk.
This is going to go in 4-4.
Wow. JT, he made out like he was running straight past yellow, but instead he stuck to the wall of yellow. He convinced that G2 that he was actually pushing through yellow or past yellow even. So as they turned back around to fire towards their own drone, obviously Team Infused just simply outnumbered. But this could even be a one-pointer, last-ditch one-pointer.
No.
Oh, and just misses out for the win for Infused. But the drone is still in a dangerous, dangerous place. And this means that G2 can go on the counter-attack here. Could they get this victory before we run out of time here? It looks like we're not going to do it, although Tojol has just eaten bullets. He went for that one-pointer, just misses out. Lewis should get this drone out of play. He goes for the last-ditch one-pointer. He's not going to hit.
We've got the first overtime uplink play of the weekend.
100%, and it goes to show that even though we're playing all 6 maps, even though this series is done and dusted points-wise, both teams realize how crucial map difference is in this format. And, you know, map number 6, you tend to be a little bit exhausted, sometimes drained, particularly if you're G2 and you fall 1 down. But as you can see, they're mounting a hell of a comeback here, and now we're at overtime. And let's see how this unfolds, because obviously Infused do have the advantage on this particular side, being on good side, but we actually saw them perform better on bad side, so it'll be very interesting to see how this unfolds. But Methods, he's the player which is separating them with regards to the kills over reset, but we're going to see if Infused can make the most of 26, 26, 22, 24 with regards to that kill feed.
Yeah, so Infused do have the ball in hand. I mean, essentially they only need 1 point. Can he get this throw over? He does have...
Oh, he just stomped on his own teammate.
He stomped on his own teammate, but there we go. 2 points. Now, 35 seconds.
Wow.
G2 have a long way to go now. Well, I mean, not a long way to go. They have to move very, very quickly.
Yeah, very, very impressive start from Infused. They didn't make the most of good side when they were actually in the game, as in when they had a whole round of being on good side, but much better start from them. Nasty team kill there from Invent on Tojol, but obviously they can still get this 2-pointer. But the fact that Infused didn't opt to use a 1-pointer means that this is going to force G2's hand. They need to hit this dunk, or this is going to finish 5-1, and it looks like G2 are going to be in a relegation scrap after 2 games played. Melon opting to use the scumbag. Who can blame him? Infused will wrap up this series 5 maps to 1. GG all around.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Infused. They will be walking away with a 5-1 victory in this Super 6 series. They will be taking 3 points on both days. So they have altogether 6 points. They are top of the leaderboard currently. I mean, we do still have matches coming up, but Infused really showing their strength in this series.
Yeah, 100%, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they could even finish top of the table by the end of the day, depending on results. I mean, if Vitality and Epsilon draw, Infused could be in first place after the weekend, and not many people would have made that prediction, so it's very, very interesting to see here the fact that Infused, the dark horse to win the Premier League, could actually go on and win, and the fact they didn't lose that final map, despite the fact it went to overtime, goes to show we could see some potential champions here and could cause a little bit of an upset.
No, absolutely. I mean, what did you think of that performance, all in all, from Infused?
To be fair,
did you think that was going to happen, or?
I still maintain that they should have won the Biolab. I'm surprised that G2 didn't put on more of a fight. However, you know, as soon as it went 3-0, as soon as it went 4-0, I was thinking, this has got to be 6 now. For Infused, it's got to be 6. Map difference is so crucial. But they lost the hard point. They could have lost the uplink because it went to overtime, but they showed some bottle. 35-second dunk. Fair play to them. And as I said, you know, I think Infused can now be taken seriously, because this was
I just want to put it out there once again. I'm going to repeat it. You know, Epsilon and Vitality, watch out for these youngsters from Infused. It's going to be a very interesting few weeks coming up. And well, our next game is going to be the French Showdown. It's going to be Millennium over to against Hyper Games. And yeah, thank you very, very much for casting with me. That's going to be me for today. And yeah, we're going to throw it back to Brycey. So enjoy the show.
Thank you very much, Marius. So, yes, we're back here with the analyst panel. And you know what? Very interesting the way the league is already shaping up in the way that the map difference is going to work. But yes, joining me here is, of course, Calvin and Gunji once again. Guys, first thoughts on that game?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was really good. We had our standout players. We talked a lot about Quicker Than You.
Yep.
And I feel he did deliver in some of the games. Like, for example, map number 1. He got 33 kills. But what was good about him is that he got 7 captures. So he was always in the thick of it, going to be the first entry. Same with Melon. He got about 34 kills, but also got 9 interactions in the hill, getting in there, capturing them. And that's something you really do need to do. I mean, on the other side, Method's got 41 kills, but he only got 2 captures in the hill. So that suggests to me, had a lot of kills, did a lot of slaying for G2, but he wasn't really around the hill. Maybe he was, like, you know, catching people who were running towards them, but his kills don't seem as vital to me, and that's probably why Infused did win that first map.
Fair enough. Gunshi, what did you think about that kind of a clash, Infused versus...
Yeah, I think Melon and Quicker were the standout performers throughout the entire series. But the key thing about that is JT and Lewis are quite under the radar in this team. A lot of people talk about the other two, but I think JT and Lewis make Melon and Quicker a better duo. Mainly not because of what they do kill-wise in game. It's more to do with their attitude. That there's no like arguing in the games. I think the team just enjoy playing with each other, and I think it's something that Melon and Quicker need that in a team. They need to enjoy themselves more than anything, and not have the pressure of just constantly having to try and win events and stuff like that.
They seem to be almost a duo. They quite like playing with each other, as what I've noticed, and they complement each other in the fact that they both want to play a very similar style, very similar play style. So the team ends up playing that play style with them.
Yeah.
JT and it's actually a very, very good combination. I feel like, yes, it's a good mix of players. I do think they may be lacking a bit more strength. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not a weakness I can really pick on, but I don't see the strength of that team. And like you pointed out yesterday, leadership. But let's quickly just talk about the G2 squad. That's a little bit of a disappointing loss for them. That was almost a 6-0. Could have been a 4-2 though.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, and they took a map off. They should have potentially won that last map there. I think they could have. They could have easily have gone to 4-2. It could have gone 4-2, and the map could have been crucial. But I think this team heavily is dependent on Torjor and Methods to go off. And from what I've seen from Torjor and Methods, they've been good, but they've been really inconsistent. And with them being inconsistent, the other two players can't fulfill their roles and make up for their loss within some games. So that's kind of where I see their inconsistencies come from. I expected better in S&D from G2 in this series. They didn't win in S&D. But however, it was nice to see them put up because they were playing the uplink then at the end a lot better than what I've seen previously.
Fair enough. Well, I believe we have an interview down there on the floor. It's going to be Mike Kent and the Swedish Championship, an ex-YouTuber. Over to you.
Thanks, Bryce Tacular. We're here with Quicker. You've obviously been attending various random events recently. How does it be competing back on English soil?
It's good. I mean, that's where I started off. Going abroad's obviously a great experience to play Call of Duty. Something that every player wants to do, basically. It's a dream to come true to. Like, you never think when you start off that you're going to be attending events and, different European nations, but it's got to that point now, so it's really good.
You just obviously come off a comfortable victory there, 5-1. Yep. Are you disappointed it's not 6?
I said this morning, lads, we're getting a 6 now. I don't know what happened in that map, to be honest. I thought we were going to get it, but it just didn't come our way in the end. But yeah, 5-1, quite a convincing result, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, 2-0 starts, perfect.
You're top of the league at the moment. If Vitality draw with Epsilon, then you'll remain at the top. Mm-hmm. Are you quite confident about potentially winning the league, or is it something that would be a nice to have? I
mean, everyone wants to win the league. Like, there's quite a decent prize pool for the winner, so I'd love to win. But you've obviously got Epsilon, you've got Vitality. I think that the 3rd and 4th spot is going to be quite contested. So, I mean, if I could challenge, or we could challenge the likes of Epsilon and Vitality, then that'd be a great achievement, and it's what we want to do.
Did you guys come into this weekend doing any specific preparation, or is it just business as usual?
We're just scrimming, trying to sort of roles out, because last event we played at, Gfinity Masters, there was a lot of competition in the team. Not competition, but there was just a lot of mix-ups in the roles and stuff. So we tried to distinguish what roles were perfect for every player, and that was the main thing we tried to sort out. But yeah, business as usual, as you said, and it's just getting game time, working together. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Have you been impressed with anyone on the team this weekend? Is anyone for you stood out?
Lewis is notoriously quite a bad online player, but when he comes to LAN, he really excels. I think I don't know, he hates online. So yeah, Lewis, and I'd say Melon has been really stepping up. His S&D game is next level at the minute. Like every map, he just seems to be dropping numbers. Jack played really well this event as well, so really happy with that.
Finally, are you looking forward to playing any of the other teams remaining? Is there anyone in particular you might have a grudge against, for example?
I wouldn't really say we've got a grudge against anyone, but like as I say, it's just being a competitor. You want to beat everyone, but no grudges.
Finally, what's your prediction for the Epsilon and Vitality game later?
Jesus Christ. I like both sets of teams. Really good mates with both sets of teams. So I don't want to be controversial. I'm just going to say 3-3.
Sorry. Sitting on the fence there. Okay. Right. This has been Quicker from Infused. They're going to be top of the league. But we're going to go back to Big Hairtacular in the studio.
Thank you very much for that one, Mike, even with the awful pun that you did throw in. So, guys, I mean, quicker than you, they're currently top. Do you think they can stay there? I mean, realistically, working out their map difference is a very interesting point. Simply because, like I said, 4-2, then 5-1. If they had 6-0'd, and obviously Vitality had won against Epsilon 4-2, they would have still been top of the group. So, interesting kind of way this is working.
Yeah, their map count's really impressive. But to answer your question, will they be stay at the top? It's pretty simple, no. But no, but like it's just, like their online performance is like Quicker even said, it's not what their LAN performances are like. Because Lewis has actually been really good this event. He's better than what I expected, and he's really shown for their team. But I think third place is something that it's realistic for them. You know, it's going to be a tough matchup for them against Vitality and Epsilon. It's not straightforward for anyone that's playing against them two teams.
Okay, very quickly now, I just want to speak about the keys to victory in the map. So I want to speak about the best players who you thought really carried each team and who do the best.
All right, so we've already identified Melon and Quicker.
Yeah.
JT had a little standout with his quick two-piece and getting a defuse on one of the S&D maps. Tojo stood out for me on comeback uplink, but the problem was it was like a one-man band at that point. Tojo was the only one that was positive and getting himself really around the map and into like good situations and encounters from what I could see. And Legend only came into the game in the second half of the half. By that time, it was too late. And his other two teammates, Inven and what's his name? I'm having a little bit of a brain fart here. Legend was just having a bit of inconsistency. So they weren't firing on all cylinders. But yeah, as you said, Tojo was the main player there.
Fair enough, Gunch. Anybody else stick out from you? I know you covered a little bit of it.
Yeah, I've already covered it. Most of it is Mel and Quicker were the key duo for Infused. Although it was a great team effort amongst all of them, they all played their parts. So it was quite hard to pick out the two because they all played really well, to be honest. And then for G2, like I've said, it was just inconsistency all over the board. If I had to pick a player to stick out, it was Tojo, but then again, he was too inconsistent, and that's part of the reason why the scoreline was 5-1.
Fair enough. You've got to be honest with it. So there you go. Well, coming up next is a very big game. It's going to be Millennium versus Hyper Games. So we spoke to Ink to find out what he thought about the match.
I think in the game between Hyper Games and Millennium, I think it could end up in a draw, to be honest with you. With Millennium, we've got the likes of Guitarga, etc. Particularly Guitarga, as he is a bit of a monster. That's why his nickname is the French Monster. Then on the other side, with regards to Hyper Games, we've got Riskin in particular, I think is a player to watch for Hyper Games. So I think it really could end up in a draw, but I think it really depends on which Guitarga turns up, because we've seen the best of him, we've seen the worst of him throughout the Advanced Warfare circuit, and if the best of him shows up, I say it could be a 3-3. If he doesn't show up, I'm going to say 4-2 in favour of Hyper Games.